it foggy outside. All the planes have been grounded. Ain't the fire inside? Let's all go stand around it. Funny, I've been there, and you've been here. We ain't had no time to drink that beer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sandman podcast. I am your host, Brian W. Tosh, joined as always by our resident hack checker, Oliver Fullington.
Yo.
Our producer and co-host, El Hilo del Hack, Tyler Fullington. And the man whose stories got stories, the hardcore icon. He's got 99 problems, but bananas ain't one. The Sandman, Hack. How the hell's it going
hold
today?
on. I'm trying to make some gambling bets here on the NBA.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't you talk to Terry Rozier?
Wow.
You were 1 point away from hitting a gigantic parlay yesterday.
Talking about, I hit it for 500 though.
Okay, good for you, man. All right, nice.
Biggest parlay of my life I ever hit.
There you go. Well, it's a Hacks Picks. We post them every week.
The one that we were
The Indy
talking about-
minus 19 and a half.
No,
Tampa Bay
20s.
minus.
They were all 20s, you said in the video.
Oh, I didn't cover all of them. I didn't cover 20 in all of them, did I?
2 out of 3, you covered the 20.
Yeah.
You missed the New England by 1 point.
Yeah,
New
there was
England
another.
19.
Yeah, there was another one that was like.
Oh, did I? I didn't
Yeah.
realize that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was another one that was like Tampa minus 13 and a half or something, whatever.
Well, that was
is.
my bet, though. Indy minus 19 and a half. Tampa Bay and New England each minus 13 and a half. $10 to win 375.
Oh, great hit there, man.
And then I had another one just to Tampa and the New England. Or no, I couldn't get to New England because they weren't giving me because I tried to do it the day before because we're playing softball the next day. You know what I mean? And I want to try to get my bets in, but they wouldn't let me put an alternate spread in on the New England game, so I had to do it Sunday morning.
Well,
Or whatever, it worked out well for me.
it worked out well.
Oh, I had to hit a Goddard. Dude, I hit 3 parlays that day. A $60 for $5 for 2 touchdowns on Goddard.
There you go, man.
Yeah, it was a hell of a day.
Check out our social media every Saturday and Sunday.
Lost big on Pittsburgh, though.
Hack will be posting his picks. Oh, Pittsburgh was not included in your pick package, Hack. But Hack will be posting his picks every week. We did have that little sabbatical where Hack went 39-0, I believe.
Close to that.
The number goes up every week, apparently.
I
on the
think I
weeks
went
you didn't-
3-1 in college.
You did go 3-1. You didn't have LSU, and you got their coach fired afterwards.
Can you believe another $50 million they owe a freaking college coach now?
These guys all
and they
have
don't
those
even
deals.
think twice about it.
They
It's like,
don't.
boom.
Well, they have so much influx of money that they can legally say now that they had, with all
Yeah.
the boosters and shit like that. They'll get that paid off.
The other thing, too, is with the money owed to these coaches, if they
I
get
think they're putting certain money into something, and they're going to get paid off the interest of that, of what's
I
going
think I
on.
know what you're saying,
the
Tosh.
other
If they
thing
get
is
hired again, then
you don't pay it. You pay a
goes
portion
away.
of it, it goes away.
Yeah.
So these guys...
Is it always like that? When you sign your deal, is that like, well, if you fire me, you pay me, but you don't pay me if I get another job?
Yeah.
Pretty
That's
much.
in all their contract. I didn't know
For the
that.
most part, except for like a portion of the money. So there's some
Yeah,
that's
you're
like...
gonna have to pay X amount, but like they'll have to pay. Like I think they were talking about Franklin. Like he'd have to get paid for another year, but after that following year, he'll probably get double paid for 1 year, and then after that, it's over.
Ooh, suppose they went to the pros.
Well, it's still a job, I think. I'm sure it's probably covered under the contracts.
I'd imagine.
And that make you not want to work ever again. $50 million.
I mean,
Money changes people.
these guys have a drive, though, to them, too.
They're change your drive to something else.
Well, depending on
That was free time on
golf memberships.
depending on the coach and how old he was. If it was like
Yeah,
Lou
true.
Holtz or something, he'd be like, "Yeah, I'm done," know, whatever. But if it was like an older coach, he'd take it and run away.
Yeah,
but
these guys are all young now.
still young,
Yeah.
really.
I mean, what do you guys? What's that guy like? Probably 35 or something.
Who?
Kelly?
Either one, the Penn State or the other
They're
guy.
both in their 50s.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Kelly
would
might even be 60. He's a little bit
I would
older.
say Franklin.
Oh, they should be taking the money and running then if they're that old.
Just living the life out there.
Yeah, but are you gonna? I don't know. You want your coaching career to end after
Yes.
getting fired? I mean,
Yes, and be put as one of the smartest men ever to not go back into the game and take $50 million free. That's the guy I want to be.
Well, I mean,
No, I can understand. Like that's why I thought they were younger. You know what I mean? But if you're 50,
yeah,
I
but
mean,
who knows when they got into like?
They could have been there. They probably been there since college.
Well, Franklin coached at
A lot of those guys.
Vanderbilt
for a while. I don't know
And that
when
was
he got
probably a
into it.
lineman coach, a linebackers coach, a wide receivers coach.
Right,
Like
but
you build your way up.
But you might get your first head coaching job not until you're 50. You know, and
yes,
be like,
yeah, that's true. too.
Kelly was at Notre Dame and he was making really good money
well,
there.
I think
too.
he was at Rhode Island.
Yeah.
And shit like that, like part of the whole chip.
So he slumped it a little bit, but he made a lot of money in his
I wonder if
coaching
he's going to
career.
make any other colleges like, not just be spitting out like $50 million contracts.
I don't
Like
think so
guaranteed.
because I think the money is just going to stay. I don't think the money's going to get less. I don't think you're going to have less money going to coaches.
Franklin's definitely going to get another head coaching job. It
So
may
will
not
Kelly.
be.
I think Kelly will get a job too.
I'm saying I think Franklin will still be able to get like a top tier.
That's what I was saying.
I
Or
don't-
you going down or you going to Colorado?
Or Rutgers.
Yeah, you're
A
Minnesota.
like a Minnesota or
Right,
or
somewhere where they're not going to pay you
Virginia,
50, 25 million, 50
But
million even.
I don't know.
Yeah.
People don't like Brian Kelly. I know I sure as hell don't.
No, I don't care for him either. So,
I don't
There's a
really
lot
know
of people that
Ever
don't
since
like
he did that
dude.
fake accent thing, dude, he's been like downhill for
Ever
him.
since he killed that kid at Notre Dame is when I turned on him.
Yeah,
if
like-
you guys ever heard that story, look into that one.
But yeah,
don't know that
he's just a jerk.
Yeah, he seems
he
seems it.
He's just an ass.
There's the story of Robert Saleh and I forget who. It might have been LaFleur. They were assistants under his staff, and they were going to this like party thing, and they thought they were invited guests, and instead he had them parking cars and shoveling snow outside.
yeah, like
They were, yeah.
That's
like-
good shit.
No, it's not.
That
they,
is.
They said they made it a point to never act like that if they also became head coaches later in their career. Like they had like a real conversation.
Right.
Oh, I can. Back in the day, it was different. It was totally different back in the day.
We're talking
dude.
about like
Hey,
2010 here. It's not.
Well, I know. I mean, what I'm saying is, yeah, that guy's a little bit out of touch, obviously. Right? I mean, but even like 15, 20 years ago, he was still out of touch. But before that, dude, the head coach was like God, like walking God, Jesus, man.
Yeah.
Especially on colleges.
Right. They ran stuff. So
Everything.
yeah, they're bigger than the mayor.
yeah.
All of it, dude. Yeah.
In
They're
most
powerful motherfuckers.
in most states, they're the highest paid state individual in those states.
for a state college.
State,
Yeah, right.
it's crazy.
Yeah, if you think about it, they probably are making the most in the state.
They
These
are.
governors aren't making shit.
No, yeah. So that there's some serious state money
The
going
governor
to
would
these
be the
people.
highest.
And you think about all the teams that don't have, or all the states and shit like that with schools that don't have pro teams.
Right.
Like that's
Yeah,
God and football.
it's a huge economy and stuff. So, the Eagles took care of business yesterday against the Giants. We're recording this on a Monday. We usually record on Thursdays, but Eagles looked pretty good yesterday. I thought it was a really solid team win. We ran the ball well. Saquon obviously with the big run. The biggest thing for me though was that Scattaboo injury. Man, it reminded me so much of Sid Vicious.
That's
oh my God. When you saw his foot, it was just like blood curdling inside.
yeah, you don't want to see that.
You don't
That
want to see
sucks,
that.
dude.
And they had a nice little. There's something about Dart and him. Dart's just a squirrely dude back there. Like I don't know. I just kind of I enjoy watching him a little bit, even though he's on the
I'm a fan
Giants.
of Dart.
I do too.
Yeah, I enjoy watching him. He's squirrely.
I really liked him at Ole
Dude,
Miss.
he was running left, throwing right, throwing some darts yesterday. I was impressed with the kid.
Yeah, he makes plays. He extends plays, and
Absolutely.
that Giants team's just not.
Well, I
that
mean,
good.
he has to also. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if he could sit in a pocket.
Right.
Who knows? But
That game was so poorly officiated, though, on both sides.
Seems
It
like
was
everyone is now.
It was
Just
just
fire 'em.
Everything I was watching with especially the fumble call, and then they called the PI on them afterwards, and I was like, those two calls were both so terrible because he totally was not going forward with that ball. I was like, you don't remember the fumble play?
Where we
No, we sacked the quarterback, and he was throwing it, and it's the arm going forward.
I was
Yeah.
cooking mostly.
Yeah, okay, you were
I
cooking.
can listen again.
Yeah, we were sitting there, but that happened to the Eagles a couple weeks
Against
ago, and I
Denver.
thought it was a
Yeah.
surefire fumble, and it wasn't. But I don't
Well,
know.
didn't they fire the one crew? Did they fire? Was it a college crew? They fired the dudes.
College guy, yeah, they
I don't know if he
The
got
guy was
fired
getting
or he
ready
got
to re-
suspended or
Oh
something.
no! I thought they fired the people.
They put
the
them-
one
I mean,
guy
you could
was
be
getting
right.
ready to leave. He was getting ready to retire this year anyway, but I think he decided to step away after that game or something. But I
Yeah,
think
they,
some guys got
messed
fired.
up the Auburn whatever
Yeah,
game
it was a big game.
Look,
Yeah.
it's a tough job, ref in sports. But
How
at the
can it
same
be
time-
tough if there's an eye in the sky?
I agree. Get
How
it
can that be
right.
tough?
But
There's
it
a
is-
rule book. The rules are stated out there. But you know what I'm saying? How can it be tough?
You're making snap judgment calls at a
I
really
know,
high
but
speed.
they can all be reversed. I get that.
Well, not
like
all.
Ty picks up shit like way more than my eye does. Like holding there, this here, everything. I don't see all that when I play. I could never be a ref, but dude, that's your job.
No, I
I mean,
agree.
get it 9 out of 10 times, and that should be good enough.
Well, they don't get it 9 out of 10. It seems
Well,
like
half
some
the
of these
problem
games.
I think is that we have the eye in the sky is that you have so many replays now, and everybody can nitpick in everything that either.
But you should get it right then. You got 10. You got a pylon cam. You got a sky cam. You got
Yeah,
this cam. You got
every-
a guy on the
Every
sidelines.
play you'd have a review then.
Well, obviously
You know
not
what I'm
every
saying?
play.
Like-
Dude, I think some of the regulars' 1st and 10 spots are like a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like when the team's
some-
driving down
yeah.
the field, and I'm like,
Some
dude,
of the
where did
spots
you
are
spot
crazy.
that ball?
The really thing, the real question of that stuff, like the new expedited review thing,
Chipping that ball.
like
Oh, yeah,
where
like
they
tennis.
like go up to after expedited review when they weren't even reviewing anything, they just say we got a call from upstairs. Like
That's shady.
That gamblers in there. They're
Yeah.
playing poker up there too.
yeah, like how was
The X-ray
this?
goggles.
Yeah, like it happened last night in the Pittsburgh game where they scored that touchdown and then they reviewed it a non-touchdown on the field, but Pittsburgh couldn't challenge because they
Oh,
didn't
I
have
was
any.
pissed.
They
I
didn't
had
have any.
Pittsburgh.
They didn't have any timeouts because they couldn't challenge, and then out of nowhere it was like, oh, here's the expedited review. It's a touchdown. So like, what constitutes that? Like either you're going to review everything or you're not, and then the officials got to talk after every flag they throw and this that. It's I don't know. It's not, dude, and it's not only just the NFL.
It's everything.
Basketball's horrible. Baseball's gotten worse.
Baseball play. I
Like-
don't think the umps are that great.
Yeah, I feel like all sports officiating has gotten.
It's time for robots to take over and get it right.
It will.
Yeah.
To be chipping the ball.
Well, they're
soon
trying to
enough.
find the line between humans and AI, robot, whatever. And it's just getting muddled, and I feel like the officiating's just completely gone downhill in all sports.
Yeah. This week on the show, we're covering Hack's return to ECW.
Dude, was this Mikey's return too?
I'm not sure if
Mikey came through the curtain. I was, dude. It was about the same time.
They said.
Well, they said. I'm not sure if Mikey appeared on a earlier show a couple weeks before, but it was right around the same time. So
the way that Louis portrayed it said he was bringing back a champ.
former champ. It was definitely teasing, and
Yeah,
it's
so-
playing. We'll get to that in a minute here. I got a couple questions to ask, and we'll go over this in detail here. We know the story, but for anybody out there who doesn't, can you please walk the audience through the why behind you leaving ECW in the first place?
I left ECW because I had a not even a handshake deal. It was just a verbal deal with Paul that I was supposed to be his highest paid guy in the company. Found out we were in like Ohio, somewhere in Ohio, and I found out Sabu got paid like I think it was like I got paid $13,000 for a pay-per-view, and he got paid like $15,000, and I quit that night.
You quit that night,
Yeah.
just out of principle.
Uh-huh.
So you were that's it. And that-
Had you said anything to Paul, or like had you asked him? Or
No,
you
I
just
called
was like,
Todd on the way home.
You called Todd.
I called Todd on the way home. I said, I'm quitting. And he's like, you sure? I said, yeah, I'm quitting. He goes, what are you going to do? I said, Paige told me he could get me a job there anytime. I said, I'll get a hold of Paige. He goes, okay.
DDP.
I had a job within fucking a week.
and this,
I'm making twice as much money.
but you also had still like your construction work you're doing out in Utah and everything too.
Yeah, but I was freaking stepping away from that because, well, when I went down to, because I stopped doing Saturdays, I stopped doing Fridays for Paul.
Okay.
Because I wanted to start the company out in Utah. But then, like, the Public Enemy leaves, somebody else leaves, and there's like a power vacuum there. You know what I mean? He needed somebody, so he bumped me up to 3,000 a week, and I was like, okay. And then I started doing more back in Philly.
Okay. And
that's out in Utah.
So you didn't even give him a chance to spin some story or whatever, because you just
I saw Sabu's check.
Sabu showed you the check.
Yeah, of course.
And that was
Because we were all tight like that, you know.
okay. So you're in the Winnebago, baby, little session, and you see the check, and you start doing the numbers there, and you don't. Even, so
Pat's using a piece of paper to roll up a joint. He goes, wait a second, what's this here?
you got 15. I get 15. And then like promoters and stuff, they never want the boys talking about paydays, right? Or do
Back
you guys,
in the day, it was like that, yeah.
or like so now are like you're
I
not,
got in trouble for that.
What?
Okay, so
Talking paydays?
I didn't know this, but this is where I got the idea to be the highest paid player. So Ted Petty had a deal with Paul that Teddy was supposed to be his highest paid guy. But I'm real tight with Todd, and I don't know that I'm really stooging anything off, but I know that fucking that Funk got 500 or 750, whatever it was, right? And I mentioned that to the fucking Public Enemy, and then I got in trouble from Todd because I opened up my mouth because Teddy got pissed at Paul because Teddy's supposed to be the highest paid player and Paul was paying Funk more.
look at you starting trouble. You don't even know.
So I learned to shut my fuck mouth. That was like my only mouth mistake back then, you know? Yeah, but I fucked up.
So I guess what you would do is just kind of bank information. If you hear that this guy's making this, and kind of play the game a little bit that
Book
way.
of power,
But
baby.
I didn't even know there was a game right there yet. You know, I'm so green. It's like ridiculous.
We're talking like 94, 95 at this point or something.
In my
or-
first year.
Okay, so maybe even before then. So wow, man, that's crazy. So you find out that Paul lied to you. You quit ECW in '98. You immediately go and work the deal with Paige, and you've talked about this before on the show.
Okay, so I called Paige. I'm in Salt Lake City here because I was living in Salt Lake City. Well, we had the other houses, but that's where my main residence was there. So, freaking, I called Raven because he's already there. He had left a couple months before. So I called Raven. He goes, fucking just go talk to Paige. I got Paige's number and I go to call and he's not there, and I can't get him. Little do I know, he's on a plane from Atlanta because they're in Casper, Wyoming that night. They're on Delta. They have to fly through Salt Lake City to get there. So I'm like, I bought a ticket. I got his mom, got on because I couldn't do that myself. She got a lawyer, got on the phone, got me a plane ticket. I walked there. I go down to go get on the plane, and Rick Rude standing there talking to fucking DDP. I'm like, yo, Dallas, I got to talk to you. And he goes to step away from Rick Rude, and I'm like, I don't care. Me and Rick are cool because Rick was with us. He would ride in my van with us.
Sandman van.
Yeah, so he's cool. I said, I'm leaving. He goes, you told me you would never leave. I said, yeah, well, it was a money thing. He goes, okay, I'll get you a ticket. I'll see you in a couple days in Atlanta. 2 days later, I had a deal.
And so then,
Literally, that was Monday night. That was Monday because it was Monday night then. I had a deal by Wednesday.
and so you go down to Atlanta.
Over a couple mushroom burgers.
You have a mushroom burger with Eric
Literally,
Bischoff,
not even 15 minutes.
and that's it. You just get a deal with WCW,
$250 a year.
and you're signed to WCW at this point in '98.
Well, you
Well,
walk.
you walked on the deal at first, didn't you?
And you went back.
yeah, shit.
And then you
yeah.
called Todd, and Todd's like, "You better take that."
Yeah,
fucking-"
so I'm in the limo. So I told him because what's his name said to me, he goes, Bischoff goes, listen, because I asked him for 250, 350, 450. That's what I asked him for. And then he goes to me and he goes, well, I got to get it cleared, anything over for 250. And I thought he was working me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So then I was like, maybe I don't want to do it. So I'm leaving in the fuck. So they're like, him and JJ Dillon, they're like, well, all right. They just looked at me like I was an idiot probably. And so I fucking get in the van, I get in the limo, I call Todd. I was back in 5 minutes. I said, I'll sign the deal.
Todd, I told you to take the
He goes, get the fuck back there and sign that deal, you idiot. Basically, those were the words, though. You stupid fuck, what is wrong with you?
So you sign with WCW, and you don't debut with them until February of '99. So you were signed and just not doing anything. You debut with Bam Bam on a Nitro. We've talked about that on the show before.
They had me doing the stupid shit with Scotty.
You did a couple vignettes at the house. We've talked about those.
But Nash got the book, and all of a sudden, and then literally, Nash gets the book on Saturday. JJ Dillon calls me Sunday and says, Nash got the book yesterday. He wants you in Minnesota Monday night.
There you go. So now you're finally...
I'm sleeping on the floor. Because I was there early. Fucking, I was there. I was in the bill. Me and Sting were the first two guys there, and it was like I don't know, it was early. Fucking, and, so I'm asleep on the floor. Nash, and it's a lot, it's not like a huge locker room, but it's crowded. Nash is like, gotta walk over me, literally, when he's coming through the door. He literally has to walk over me, and he, like, kicked me, like, on the way by. He's like, get the fuck up.
Great first impression with the new Booker right there is you making that.
Everybody laughed. And I got a new guy.
So
what's his name? The big dude. Scott Norton.
Scott Norton.
Motherfucker chopped the shit out of you.
So you only last until July of '99, with your last match being the Junkyard Invitational. We've covered that on the past here on the show, and you got injured in that match.
Supposed to win that match.
You were supposed to win that match. You were late, and you've told this on the show, but I know you've told me too, is you don't got a lot of regrets, but you regret letting down Dusty on that one.
Yeah. Right now, I do right now.
It's like,
fuck. And that was Dusty. That was all Dusty's idea to give me that push.
I know, and I'm like...
And he's like, you're late. And Johnny grunts, that motherfucker. So they just get done of going over the whole match, and they're all coming back. Like, you're in like a real junkyard, and they had a couple like trailers there that you could like dress in and shit. And they're just getting done going over the match. And Johnny Grunt says something, like brings it up, like, "Oh, Hack, you finally showed the fuck up. You're supposed to win this match, weren't you?" Johnny's hilarious.
He gets a little dig out of you.
Yeah. But that's just how I would have done the same thing.
So that's
What was that? You had like a plane issue or something?
Your mom was late coming back from. She was in Puerto Rico with Gail or something like
Passing
that.
the
And I
heat
was
off.
waiting for her at the Miami airport, and her thing was late or whatever. It was my fault. I was so fucked up on drugs back then.
Oh, well, it didn't happen.
Snorting an ape all day, like fucking. Besides the 580s, I was snorting. Yikes.
WCW run
Xanax.
didn't work out for you. You get hurt in the match, and you've told this story before too, where you get an X-ray after the Junkyard match, and this is where they find out that you've had a broken neck for 4 years.
Yeah, but it happened in the Cactus match. It didn't happen that night.
Right.
Broke my neck in C4 and got cracked by the chiropractor the next fucking morning. Was in the ring the next week.
Oh my God. So
I should have had one of those halos on that Gary had.
you should have. It's insane.
I totally should have one.
So one of the things I think that's really interesting about this timeline for WCW, I mean, obviously the company's going down and there's just trouble or whatever.
Yeah, they're hemorrhaging like $70 million
take that,
year.
Kurt Angle.
But I'm saying this
Working with a broken neck for 4 years.
this guy that comes in to take over the book in October is Vince Russo. Look, Vince Russo, obviously very polarizing booker in wrestling history.
I liked him.
You liked working
He
with
was
him
cool
in
with
TNA.
me in TNA. Anything I asked him, he was like, very easy to work with.
I feel like he would have had some interesting stuff for you in WCW had you not, gotten released. And I think he would have had some interesting stuff for you. I think that's a what if for the business if you had survived.
So what did anything was the junkyard match like what led to your release?
Well, yeah. So I'm on the way back. We're riding down Alligator Alley because I was in the hospital in Miami, so we had to take. It was 300 miles back to our house in Clearwater. And there was a show in Jacksonville the next night, and I decided then I'm not going to the show in Jacksonville. And I didn't even bother telling them. I just thought I was going to get lost in the fucking shuffle because the company was so fucked up then.
Well, so
there was so many guys that were sitting home making money. I just thought they were going to forget about me.
Well, this is July, and you don't get released until September.
Yeah.
So
they forgot about me for a little while.
They forgot about
Yeah.
you. And so you talked about this when you get your release. You talked to Todd about going back to ECW.
I had a job. I had a job quicker then than I did freaking with going from ECW to WCW.
Wow.
I get freaking released. I had a job 5 minutes later.
That's crazy.
Literally 5 minutes later. At a raise, I went from 3,000 to 3,500.
Okay.
And then I went to 4,000, like a little bit after that, when there was some big shit where they made all of us sign contracts one night at some show.
Did you and Paulie have to like settle anything, or was it just water under the bridge immediately with you two?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was nothing.
And see, that's like
It's business.
It's business, and it's crazy to me that like you could have the falling out and then the comeback all within a year, pretty much. And it's like, it's just, hey, I'm back. It's wrestling, and it
is.
It works itself out. You know what I mean? Like
It's like Iverson coming back to the Sixers.
Well, I mean, dude, you left and made a shit ton of fucking money at the end. You know what I'm saying?
And worked like 30 times. Maybe not even.
right. You didn't work a ton in WCW.
Did nothing. Just really the only matches I had were the ones with Bam Bam, and then I was on house shows for a little bit. Yeah, probably not even 30 matches the whole time. Man. Oh, and I had to work knobs though, like 5 of them.
Yeah, we've covered some of those on the show.
Oh my god,
before.
That's 30 in itself.
Yeah, that's like 5 years worth of work.
Oh, fuck.
You were fighting for your life against
I was,
knobs in there,
dude.
man. So this show was from October 23rd, 1999.
I said Louie a freaking thing of him in the beginning of the show.
Okay,
He didn't get back to me yet. He'd probably just say perfect.
So
Because
the
that's
show-
what I used to say. And then I said another one to Franny. And I said another because Franny's in that angle.
Yeah.
Because it was, it was 25 years ago.
So the show starts with Joey standing in the ring.
And goddamn, Franny was looking good. And the other girl, too, whatever her name is.
Dawn Marie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
love them boots.
So Styles in the ring. Everybody.
And she was jacked, too.
Yeah, she was. She really was. Sign Guy's in the ring, and he tells Styles that he's not Sign Guy anymore, and he wants Styles to hold the microphone and shut up. And he says that he came into the arena years ago, and that he was just a fan like everybody else. He was setting up chairs around the arena. Is this actually true for
Yes,
Lou, his story?
absolutely.
So he literally worked his way up in the business to where he did a lot of stuff, I want to say, with bands. Like
Dude, and he
Tool.
was like a promotional guy, a pre-promotional dude and shit.
For Cirque
like the
du
Dudleys were.
Soleil. I feel like he worked for in Vegas and stuff.
He worked for them, and now and AEW, I guess hired him or
No,
something.
I believe he's with TNA. I'm not sure.
Whoever it is.
I believe, but he's managed to have a.
He's got his shit together.
He's got his shit together and a career, and it all started
Begging
out.
him to give me tickets to something. You gotta have acid too, just so you know. I ain't going.
So he said that ECW especially wanted to be part of the hottest act for years with the Dudleys, and he said he's going to make a name for himself. And he said his name is now Lou E. Dangerously. This is straight ripping off Paul Lee. And
It's good stuff.
It's funny. The camera cuts over to Paul
I
Lee up
didn't
in the
even
Eagle's
pick it
Nest.
up. I didn't even pick that up when that was going on. I was probably texting him then while he was. I didn't realize he was anointing himself Louis then, because I was wondering why they were shooting the Paul Lee up in the freaking.
Right.
Who was the black guy sitting next to Paul?
I
On
don't know.
Paul's left, and there was a chick sitting next to him. I couldn't figure
I'd
out
have
who
to
the hell they
rewatch
were.
to see.
I couldn't tell who it
Harry
was.
Slash was up, and that was behind that girl and that black
And
dude.
Donnie
Shouts
Allen
out
was
to
up
Harry
there.
Slash.
I didn't see Donnie.
Yeah, Donnie
Shouts
was
out to
up there.
Donnie
That
Allen.
other guy, I don't remember his name. You would know.
So he was
Harry Slash?
No, different guy.
Yeah, no, you know Harry.
He was mocking Heyman, and he said he's going to bring back a former ECW world champion here, and out comes Mikey Whipwreck. And
But there wasn't even a smell of me. Like, not even on the internet, anything. Nobody had it. No.
I think there was probably.
No, there wasn't.
No, you're saying no, there's no
No, I
smell?
know there wasn't.
So you-
Nobody knew.
So you foiled Mikey's return and the debut of Louis
That's what I was
Dangerously.
thinking.
okay.
Like,
Oh, yeah. I did it. Yes.
This
Fuck
was
them two.
this
Stepped all over them.
this was such a fun
Losers.
stomp match, like because Awesome
Oh, it was.
Awesome gives Mikey just a little bit, like a couple of head scissors here,
It's all it's supposed to be.
and Mikey.
but that's the weird thing. You bring back Mikey to get fucking curb stomped by Mike Awesome.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
but it's an enhancement match on his way up to the to November to Remember.
to Tanaka,
Yeah.
and it's also, I think, maybe a little dig at WCW, saying like he left us, he was working in WCW, because Mikey was in WCW too.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like it's like our guys are better than the WCW guys, maybe. I don't know, but Mikey looked really great in this. Mikey was
in good
fantastic.
shape.
He was thicker too. He wasn't that
Yeah.
spindly little kid anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mikey was just a fantastic wrestler. Like,
And
no
he
ma-
knew what he was out there for.
For any-
One big bump.
oh, dude,
And
what a
I ain't
bump it
taking that
was.
bump. That one big bump. So, the other one too, where he fucking gets him. What's that one where he get him
The
over?
Alabama Slam.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh my God. He bounced like a foot off.
Dude, I was like, oh!
Dude, you gotta have a strong neck for that bump, dude, or you're gonna bang the back of your head. Many guys bang their head on something like that.
Yeah, this was just, oh my God. And Mike Austin was such a great squash match wrestler. Like some wrestlers when they do their squashes, it's whatever, but like...
Well, he's got a more of like a repertoire because he's such a great athlete. Like, he can do... It's
Dude,
not
they
just
jump
like,
over the guardrail, just to run, dive over the guardrail. I don't think I could have done that back in my... I could have leaped it the way I do, but I don't think I could have done it the way he did it.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, usually
Just
you get
dove over the guardrail.
Yeah, you get a squash, it's like a power bomb, or it's like a this,
Choke
it's a that.
slam,
Like,
yeah.
he's getting up on the top doing frog splashes
Yeah.
3/4 across the way, jumping over, I feel like that's why it looks way more entertaining. He's
And
like,
he's huge.
He's gigantic. He's gigantic.
So
Dude,
big.
he's a straight 290 right there. Not like guys are 290 now.
Yeah.
That dude was fucking big.
Yeah. So he went for a power bomb, but Mikey countered with a Hurricane Rana, and then Austin just clotheslined the shit out of him.
That's actually the funny part about it is like Mikey's little chicken legs giving him a Hurricane Rana as like a total
It would
like
take him down and all.
yeah, like take him down
Yeah.
like
Well,
I thought he was going to get power bombed off the top rope when he
So
went
did
for that.
I.
I was
Yeah,
like,
so
oh
did I.
shit, Mikey, no.
Awesome stopped him, and he does a power bomb off the top through a table to the floor. Heck, you have said this every time.
Nope.
You are not taking that bump.
No way.
And then he finished it with a frog splash off the top rope, which was...
Oh, when he played, I'm like, oh shit, I forgot Mike does the frog splash.
This is a frog splash, too. And I love
and he was far.
And he's Van Damme length across the ring.
And I love the little thing where he gets his arm and he's got it pressed in his face for the pin. Like, it's not bad enough that he just frog
I
splashed
don't know
through
if
P2.
Mike forgot the spot or didn't. I don't know. I thought this was halfway stupid. I don't know if he forgot the spot or he didn't realize. After he puts him through the fucking table onto the outside, he throws him in the ring and then he's like, "Get up!"
Oh, I was
Get up! I'm
telling
like,
him to get up.
yeah, right. That's what I was like.
I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
I was like, you just decapitated him. He's playing dead, and you're expecting him to get up. I was like, I don't know if he was just not that smart, or
Maybe Mikey was like, no, we're good, Mike.
yeah,
We're good. Splash me, you bitch.
yeah, go home. Yeah, please, home.
This is just a super fun squash match.
I get the fuck up. This is crazy.
It's a hardcore TV episode. I'm not going to do any stars for this, but Ollie, any thoughts on this match? Anything you want to call
No,
out?
I mean, it was good. The thing that I liked about it the most is that, Mikey was given a little more than, your typical squash match that you see, nowadays. You know what I'm saying? It only went 5 minutes or so, but Mikey actually got, in a squash match you see nowadays, normally,
get
you'll
the
get,
Frankie
one
in.
or two, moves in or whatever, but, Mikey had a couple of spots where he would get his stuff in, and, yeah, everything looked
Well, I
good.
feel that's also partly because the crowd knows Mikey.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
they
don't know if it's
respect
just because
Mikey.
it's him and Mikey has that respect, so he can go a little longer in the squash match than.
Well, he can get some off. I mean, they've seen him go against Hack and Austin and Cactus.
But the whole
and-
thing is, it's not a squash match because it's Mikey. That's the whole thing. It's a squash match, but it's really not a squash match.
Because every Mikey match was like that.
That's
a
Mikey.
lot of them.
Kinda. I mean, Mikey would get a little bit more offense than
But
that.
people don't look at it as the fans didn't look at it as a squash match.
Right.
No.
But it was,
just
but they didn't look at it like
I mean,
that.
Mikey.
That's true.
Mikey was a triple crown champion in
Of
ECW.
course, I wasn't even that. I
Yeah,
don't think.
no, you weren't. He was a triple crown champion. He held all the belts, and he did stuff with so many big names in wrestling. Cactus tag partner, working Austin with you.
Fuck yeah, dude.
He trained the Amazing Red, for God's sakes.
Red's good. Was good back in
Mikey
the
trained
day.
him?
Yeah,
Really?
Mikey Whipwreck is a wrestling legend in his own right. So,
Oh, 100%. But that's what I'm saying. He gets fucking all those offensive moves because people know he's not just some fucking jobber. He's
Yeah.
got respect, especially in that building.
yeah.
And even technically super solid also.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody on our crew was.
Yeah.
They were all, even technically he could work.
And he had your
that's how he got fired at WCW. Went there, he tore the house down on an opening match with him and Kidman.
Yeah.
Didn't work again.
With he also had your shin pads.
No, the knee pads.
The knee pads.
Which became shin pads because he
became
never
shin
broke.
pads.
Fired after one match.
So, Hack, any other thoughts on this match, man?
No, I was having fun.
I mean, it was one of the more entertaining squash matches I've seen.
Yeah.
I forgot what a freaking animal freaking Mike was. Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah. He
Just his athletic ability. You see how like cat like he got to the top rope too when he wanted to like he complete.
Oh, he
the ball
stepped
was
right
in,
up,
but
yeah.
For the splash, it was like Van Damme-ish, like boom.
And then it was like, are you not entertained? And
he
then
was in his.
Dude, you gotta understand how big he is.
Yeah.
He's like 30 pounds bigger than Van Damme.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? He's a
easy.
big dude.
Yeah, and he's in his prime. The mullet is in its prime at this point.
He's super jacked.
Judge Jeff Jones is going
Judge Jeff Jones with him. Yeah, so super
Yeah, he
entertaining.
needed the
squash.
mouthpiece.
Yeah, he wasn't a promo guy.
Yeah, Mike's like,
Not the Jeff
Get
Jones.
Hey, he went over huge in Japan with his interviews.
Mike Awesome just screaming. Probably, yeah. Jerry Lynn, up next was Jerry Lynn taking on Tajiri. So Lynn had his ribs taped because Tajiri attacked him last week in the locker room.
I felt like Jerry always had his ribs taped.
He was definitely a big rib tape guy.
Yeah, he was a big.
He was a rib tape guy, yeah.
You go
absolutely.
right to heat. You know, you got, especially when you know a guy like that, you can bypass the opening. They did a little bit of their like opening shit, you know what I mean?
Right.
But it's right to heat.
Yeah.
Skip the first 5.
Yeah, this was fun though. Lynn was fighting back. Yeah, they did a little Tree of Woe stuff. They did the tarantula, all the standards. Tajiri hit his handspring elbow, which always looks super good. This is the point where Tajiri is like
I'd wear his pants though.
Tajiri's
Yeah, I liked his pants. They were fucking cool. And they were bell bottom like that too. Real big bell bottom.
You love the Rock's bell bottoms at WrestleMania 40.
I was wearing bell bottoms. Freaking, my jeans are bell bottoms. The ones I wear in the ring. But they're not like super flared.
Haven't you seen his high school picture, dude?
Oh,
with
man,
the
yeah,
long
yeah,
blonde
with the-
hair?
yeah, okay.
He's like total bell bottom.
Well, maybe for your rekindling date, maybe you could wear some real bell bottoms there.
He's straight out of freaking, what's the movie? Fast Time Words About High or whatever?
You
Yeah.
are. You
Yeah.
should see what I wore Friday. I was wearing a denim shirt with a pink shirt underneath the denim jeans. Everybody else was all dressed up. You know what I mean? Because they wanted to
You're
impress
just
people or
denim,
something.
Okay, so
The Canadian tuxedo.
Like, yeah, I'm rocking pink, bitch.
there was some really. What did Tajiri have as a weapon that he was like jamming in?
The thing that you tighten the turnbuckles with.
I like that.
Well, because Jerry just wants the juice, and he got the juice bug.
He kind of did, I guess.
And
You
there
think
was
it's-
no reason for him to juice in that match.
Well, it's,
None.
it's EC Dub.
Yeah, but no reason.
Well,
Tajiri's
no,
a
he
little
realized,
crazy.
yeah.
He never bled, I'm sure, before he got to our company.
Jerry.
Yeah, like him and all those dudes from Canada probably never bled.
Well,
unless
Jerry's
it was
not
a
from
hard way
Canada.
during the
He's,
match.
he's a Minnesota guy.
Well, whatever. He didn't bleed, I'm sure, before the
enough.
match, before ECW.
So he wanted to bleed.
And Minnesota's close enough to Canada. You ever been to Escanaba?
No, never.
It's right there.
I believe you.
Don't we have a listener question from Escanaba?
I feel like.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah, we
I
definitely.
told
did.
you the Coke story with the Sheik.
Yes, she did.
crack story.
Tajiri hit a sunset flip powerbomb, which was really nice for a near fall, and then Tajiri's just biting away at his head, which I always like when guys are biting out there. He had a Hurricane Rana, and then Lynn hit Tajiri with a cradle pile driver, but Carino came in the ring and went after Jerry Lynn. Carino was beating down on him, and Lynn was fighting back. Jack Victory then. I love Jack Victory, man. He took a nice bump.
Hopped right out of the wheelchair.
I love that. This is alive. It's the greatest thing ever. It just is.
Yes, throw it up, Ollie.
High spot.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. And you still get right back in and be pushed out.
Yes.
You know?
It's such great heat, man. It really is. Tajiri then hit another mist. He spit the red mist into Lynn's face, and he kicked him in the head, and then he put him down with a brain buster for the pin.
I like the kick.
Oh, the kick. Tajiri had some great kicks, man. He really
Yeah,
did.
Jerry won't put his hand up.
No.
Well, they trust. They know
Trust
each other.
him. Yeah, right.
This was a really fun match. I thought that these two guys worked really well together. And like I said, Tajiri is at this point where he's delivering pretty much every time he's out in the
Yeah, I was
ring.
gonna say he's about as good as it gets at that point.
Dude,
you know?
he's
Oh, yeah,
super
he's a
sharp.
working motherfucker.
He's a working motherfucker. And I love the pairing of him with Carino and Victory and Rhino.
I know, because it's like, what Motley Crue is
Yeah.
fucking this?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
No, we've talked about this before where wrestling where you have just strange partnerships work sometimes.
And that made like Carino the mouthpiece for Tajiri, obviously, who quote unquote couldn't speak English, obviously. You know, and you got, but that like almost transformed Carino out of like the singlet, you know, wrestler dude.
It
to,
was just
like,
funny watching, looking at
you know,
Carino
like,
in that
yeah.
outfit. I'm like, first of all, he looked like he was 11 years old.
Literally.
You know what I mean? And then it's like the transformation of his character, like in the next 5 years, it's like I'd like to see like a little
the next
montage
two.
of that,
Yeah.
like a couple minute montage of him and his career change. Then,
I'd like to see-
when Dusty got a hold of him and all that shit.
I'd like to see his forehead change too with the amount that he gigged.
Oh wow! Yeah, he was in love with gigging too.
He was. Up next, Raven had his head taped up and he shoved Dreamer, and it was kind of like they're doing this whole like begrudging partners.
That was funny.
And then Dreamer like kind of laughed it off, and then I guess Raven had his head taped because he was beat up by Justin. They said on
the previous
TNN.
week
Yeah.
or whatever, yeah.
So we get a tag match here between Dreamer and Credible. I'm sorry, it's Dreamer and Raven, tag champs against Justin and Lance, the Impact players. Hack, when you were being brought back in, did you have any say in the creative? Did you have any idea? Did you have any?
I had no idea what was going on in the ring. Nothing. I wasn't in the building until like five minutes before it happened.
Until you saw Juggalo Rob outside and you told him to come back.
Oh, yeah, no, it was our listener question. What was that, last week or something?
Gunky met this guy at a show a couple weeks
Oh,
ago.
that's
He
right,
said,
that's right.
So he was out there in back that night.
you said
His brother got kicked out of the show, and you let him back in.
Right as you were going in for your fucking return.
I do remember that. Yeah. No, I don't remember it. I remember the fucking thing.
So this was a tag team title match, and the crowd is so hot for these guys at this point, man.
Yeah, but people in the locker room didn't. They were surprised to see me. They didn't know I was coming.
So where are you? Like you park in the back lot? Yeah, and you're just probably,
Yeah, showing up after everybody's already in the building.
probably just out back smoking a tinny.
He's out there with me.
Does
Okay.
Dreamer know?
Yeah, Dreamer.
Okay.
Yeah, me, Todd, Dreamer, and Paulie.
Okay, that's
So
it.
Justin and Lance don't know.
No, they were cute.
Okay,
whatever.
yeah, because they got their spot.
Yeah, they know. Yeah,
But it's
Well,
not.
the lights do
until
go
they-
out.
but they weren't cute until they went over it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They didn't know until that night.
But it's not like
Until that need.
you got a lot of guys you trust in that ring, though, right? You got Justin, who you worked with pretty extensively before you left the
Yeah.
company. You got Jason, who you worked with a ton, right?
Lance ain't saying shit.
Lance is,
Yeah.
you could trustworthy motherfucker with
Yeah.
every spot he was in the right spot for in this match and all the time.
Always.
And then you have Steve and Jack Victory and Rhino. I mean, what a crew of guys for this. Seriously,
what a plethora.
what a plethora of talents out there.
It
man.
really was. Now you say it like that.
No, it really was.
I just was watching my boots,
And the interesting thing,
my new rock boots.
the interesting thing
$500 back
I
then.
saw at the beginning was Justin and Lance coming out separate.
Yeah, why was that? And
don't
she
know.
coming out with her and then getting in the ring and going with him.
Jason came out with Justin, and then Dawn came out with Lance. Because I remember we were doing something. Remember, like Lance and Candido were partners or
Yeah.
something, and then Dawn, because Dawn was with Lance by herself, I think.
As
in the
well,
whole
eh?
Candido thing, and then
Jason was Justin's manager.
right, and
So-
then so I don't. I guess that's like
Was
almost.
Dawn ever with Justin?
I think they all became like they
unit?
all became one. Like
Oh,
you know what I'm
with
saying?
him,
Like,
yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Franny goes with Justin shortly after this, or not too long after
Right.
this. She turns
that
on
was my
Tommy.
other question, too.
She turns on Tommy and goes with Justin.
But I guess this just had to be like one of the early parts of those two tagging because Joey was calling them the Impact players, so I thought that they, I just thought it was a little fucking strange that they were still coming out separately.
Yeah. They were doing a lot of dissension spots with Raven and Tommy here, including, like, it got to be a little too much where they were, like, pushing each other and stuff, and then Tommy got crotched by Raven.
when Tommy goes up to the top rope to jump on Justin.
I
with
know.
the table
I'm like,
and he
wait,
puts
is
his
Tommy
foot-
going to do this here? No way. And nope, he gets crotched, and then Raven does his standard elbow through the table. It kind of looked like Justin hit his head a little bit on that.
Yeah,
and was
he said
pissed.
something
To Raven.
when he was when he was on the bottom.
Did you
I
notice
caught
that? No, I saw it too.
I thought they had some good shit, like some good timing spots, like those four
Well,
dudes
everybody, if you ain't got time, that's what we're all there for. We're all great at timing.
Yeah.
Well,
everybody
especially
there.
those four dudes.
But even just like Lance coming back in the ring with the chair, setting up the chair for the Raven standard. I mean, you see these spots and like there's a couple standards you're going to get with it. And I love when they threw him out of the ring early in the match too with the clothesline Tommy gave to
clothesline
Lance.
over, then Scotty
Raven does
hits
the one to
Justin up
Dude,
with his
Tommy
bump.
went over the top rope too, even with it. I was like, damn,
Yeah.
Tommy.
And then Justin does his flare corner
shit.
bump, and then the fucking
Oh
pop.
yeah,
Yes.
he runs down. He
Then
does
the
his
pop to the
guardrail.
guardrail
Lands on the
spot. Yeah,
guardrail.
that was fucking a great opening.
It really was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was also standard.
Yeah.
No, what it
I
was.
knew it was coming.
It was great shit though. Credible took down Raven with a swinging DDT, and then Raven and Dreamer hit DDTs, but Dawn.
Not perfect timing.
Yeah,
Oh,
really.
dude, perfect timing. You don't. I mean, it was like perfect. You
Really?
never see it that perfect.
Right on the money there. Dawn Marie then went after the ref, and then Franny got in the ring, and then
There was a couple different times. The girls were together and they were parted.
But I love how
I feel like
Scotty
they teased
stopped
it
her
once.
one time.
Yeah, I feel like
Scotty
they teased
caught-
it once. Yeah.
Yeah, Scotty caught Franny from going at her because that builds to it. Is you stop it, cut it off, and then when the cat fight, the crowd really came up for it. So
Yeah.
this was just so well put together. Dreamer then grabbed Dawn Marie and pulled up, showed her ass off. And then Rhino came out.
Oh, there's a story in that between those two girls, by the way. I
Franny and
can't
Dawn?
remember the whole thing, yeah.
Okay.
If I remember it. If I remember it, I'll tell you.
Okay, if you remember.
Yeah, they had
You got some tea here. I had spilled in the
Yeah,
tea.
they had heat.
Oh, they had heat. Okay.
Ah, shit, I'm in trouble.
No, you did it again. You opened your mouth, just like it's just like Johnny Grunge and Terry Funk. You've opened your mouth up again. And then Rhino took down Dreamer with a spine buster. Raven went to DDT him, but Justin hit a couple of kendo stick shots, which were really nice.
Yeah, they were.
And then Credible and Storm hit pile drivers right at the same time. You get the 1, 2, lights out. And then at this point,
They were out for a while.
the lights were out for, I don't know how long. A couple, 30 seconds at least.
Probably.
When they come back on, you're up on the balcony. And I say this, I'm not saying this to put you over, man. This is by far...
The best I ever looked physically.
Well, yes, easily.
That too. This is by far, I think, the biggest pop in ECW history. 911 chokeslam and Fonzie. There's some big moments.
Yeah, that was a big one.
This is like
Scotty coming back.
Scotty coming back was huge. But this, man, the crowd just...
Did Scotty come back and that's how him and Dreamer ended up
Yes,
together?
we watched that a couple weeks ago. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Dudleys were leaving and they took the
So
belt off
Scotty
the Dudleys.
Wow, yeah.
So that was in
That's
September.
right.
That was in September. So
That's
a month
right.
later, you come back. And the pop that you get here, man, it's like a team wins their local championship. Like, seriously.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's
I mean,
hard
dude,
to
like
find.
pound for pound, it's like up there with any moment. Like obviously, like
There's 1,000
a pop,
people in
like
this building.
obviously a pop in fucking a football stadium at a WrestleMania is obviously louder,
Yeah,
but like
to scale.
But yeah,
Right.
but when you like see how like the people were reacting there, nothing touches it.
Nothing. And look, yeah, like your point, Ollie, there's 1,000 people in this building. It's not the same as, Houston Astrodome or whatever, or the Pontiac Silverdome.
Well,
Like,
Yeah,
But,
but,
like,
it is
people were throwing shit in the air.
acoustically, it's louder.
right? Pound for pound, pop-wise.
Yeah. You got everything's reverberating in there, bouncing off everything.
Yeah, like you got people throwing shit in the air. Like people were literally losing their fucking mind.
Losing their...
I was watching the crowd. I was
Dude,
watching
So
the
was
people
I. I'm
too.
seeing one guy tell his other buddy, "I told you it
Yeah.
was hit." It's like other shit.
This is like a conquering hero coming back to town, man. I mean, it seriously is. It's fucking awesome right here. The crowd's just going nuts. And then I love the stare down that you have with everybody in the ring. The timing of that was great.
Dude, the timing of Victory to take your cane shot is like almost the best part of like the whole fucking
That's all
thing.
me. That's all
He's like,
me.
yeah, turn around, yeah, or
That's a
turn
win,
or
probably,
whatever
I
the
gave
fuck
him.
he said.
The first
Because
one,
nobody's doing anything until that's my go.
the first
Well,
one
because
was
it
to
looks
Jason.
like Carino has no idea you're about to
Oh
fucking
no,
hit
but
him.
he looks back though right before when he looked back, that made me go. I wasn't ready to go yet. I did the one hit, and then Carino does that little, which I hate that little look. But he did that look. Oh, I was gonna wait another second. I wanted him to stop and like take a little back pedal towards me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I love the shot you gave Jason. The place is coming unglued here, and then Carino and Victory run in to hold Rhino back, which was great. It's a great little touch too, because that's like, okay, we're saving this one for the pay-per-view, and yes,
Well,
yeah.
and it sets up you guys don't touch. You
Right.
and Rhino, you know, that you keep that to.
Well, and also too, it's them like protecting their prized asset.
Yes.
Because it's like if Sandman takes out Rhino right here, we're fucked.
Right? That was great. It's just all.
That's a good point. Oh,
It's
yeah.
all great booking. They clear out of the ring. Scotty and you kind of have a little moment, and then he bows out.
Well, Tommy's bouncing to the ropes for 3.5 minutes. Whatever the hell he was doing. Whatever the hell he was
He
doing.
would always do that.
And he's dancing and everything. You hand him a beer.
Oh, he's asking the crowd for like beer or somebody or like I don't know if it's like somebody that works like for like the company outside of the ring. He's asking somebody for beer and then
I had my
Hack hands him a
parachute
beer, and
pants
he's
on.
like, "Fuck yes."
Dude,
Yeah, he popped huge for the beer.
you hand him a
I
beer.
don't even drink beer.
You hand him a beer, and you guys embrace in the ring, and you hug in the ring.
That's a
with
real
Tom.
hug, dude.
I could see it how that was like real for you. You and Tommy, and it was an awesome moment watching you guys.
Man, we made each other.
You made each other, and now here you're back together in ECW in the ring. What are you thinking? What's going through your mind?
I'm
at this
happy.
point? You're happy.
I'm happy because freaking it was just so different being in like when you're in that family like structure kind of like ECW was, which wasn't like the other two big companies, which I hated. So I was just happy to be able to be in a locker room, like not obviously not at that night, but I'm like, yeah, it's like I'm back at home. You know what I mean? I hated being in the locker rooms. The only thing that was ever good was being in the ring and the paychecks. But you hated being in the locker room. Because everybody's just so fucking fake and so fucking up their own ass. You know,
now-
so yeah, it's a big like, yeah. You know?
Back.
Yeah, let me snuggle in like when you have a long weekend and you snuggle in your bed.
Let me go get a
Sunday
line
night.
of coke in the back of the fucking.
I was straight right here. I was probably on oxys, but I wasn't drunk. I'm coked up on
That's
a
pretty
thing.
straight for you.
Okay, that's
That's California sober. That's
No.
Sandman straight.
no.
Yeah.
It's 1999. Sandman Straight. It's
Be able to do a lot of oxy still.
Okay, Jesus Christ! But what a moment this is! Like, and what do you guys when you guys go back and watch this? What are you guys thinking, Ollie?
I just think it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way, man. I mean, it's just fucking great.
They should have kissed the mat like Iverson did. Kissed the
wow.
fucking center court. That was like a good moment.
But
Along, we just saw a great interview. What was that? What was the interview we were watching?
Iverson was on New Heights.
Okay.
Great
They had him
interview.
on for
He's the
like
best, man.
Yeah,
20,
it's
30
great.
minutes. It was it was really cool.
He's the best. He's the absolute best.
But I don't know. Do you remember like hugging Tommy and being like, "Yo, hold this for a second," or like, are you talking to each other there at all?
No,
or
we're just
or
straight
you're
just
just
hugging.
like just feeling it.
Yeah, real tight hug.
And then I don't know. You go in the back. Do you remember anything about? No.
No, just family reunion type
Yo,
I'm
Hank,
sure.
you didn't tell me you were coming back.
Do you
All that
remember,
type
do you
of
remember
shit.
like the thought in your head when the lights came on and like that react like and you saw the
No,
crowd?
I had enough energy to light up the fucking whole city and then my body right there.
The Rockefeller
were you-
Center?
Oh, yeah,
like,
Were
you're
you,
fucking
were you
cool.
expecting the pop to be
Oh yeah.
like that? It's me. What do you mean?
But I think I might have been deaf with energy in my own head anyway. You
Were
know
you
what I'm
nervous?
saying? No.
No.
No, I'm ready to go. Yeah, I'm like,
We're
fuck,
back,
this is
baby.
gonna be fun.
Yes.
Goosebumps there. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be fun.
I could drink beer again and smoke cigs.
Yeah.
I liked how Franny got a little bit of the beer too. at the end.
Yeah, she got a
That was
little
She had to.
She had to. And looking back on this
Me
now,
and Franny were like real tight back then, like we are now.
I know. That's an interesting thing. But now,
Well,
Yeah, really not even close.
She was with up the franchise's ass. No, but her first night in ECW, we always sat in the same spot back in ECW arena. It was like a big room, and everybody always had the same spot. And she plopped her ass down right next to me, right next to my case of beer, and she was sitting there reading a book on her first night. I'm like, girl, that happened for a couple times. And then finally I was like, girl, you want to learn anything in this business, you better get up there in front of that monitor and sit there and learn something. So then she went right up there and fucking, and that was like the most, but then, she had great tutelage by being with franchise and shit like that,
yeah.
too, you know what I mean? So,
and Freddie was fantastic too.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. So this was your return to ECW in 1999, man, and
Rhino cut a good promo afterwards, leading up to the November to Remember.
November to Remember. I guess was that on the next show?
Like he's gonna walk on.
That was the next pay-per-view
yeah.
in Buffalo when they had the three-way tag.
Spoiler alert! On our next show, we are covering November to Remember,
It's a good
1999.
It's a good pay-per-view.
So
Dude, if the one time in Buffalo, there was literally 20 trash cans full of shit that people brought to the stadium.
That's hilarious.
Well, it might be this.
For you guys to use.
Oh my! It was 10 times more than any other place we'd ever been in. It was freaking awesome.
So that's
Bill's Mafia,
We
baby.
couldn't
They
even
know-
use
they
it
know how to
all.
party.
There was more. There was more than would have fit in the ring. That's
Did you
how
take it
much-
for other events down the road? So that's our
Probably
show.
should've.
Next week on the show, we are covering November to Remember 1999. So I can't wait to do that one with you guys next week. That'll be really fun. As always, listener questions, please send in to sandmanpod@gmail.com. Please leave a name and a town. That's all that Hack ever asks for. Liam from South Wales, UK writes in,
Hell yeah.
"Hey Sandman."
You coming on in February?
Okay, better come, Liam. Fucking love the
gonna come.
podcast. Started listening a few weeks back and determinedly worked my way through all previous episodes.
That's awesome.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Thanks to you guys.
Dude, that's a lot of hours.
That's a lot.
kinda like, that's almost 200
We're
hours,
on
probably,
what?
ain't it?
Yeah.
Episode 92?
Yeah,
Well,
this
that's
is-
200 hours easy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks to you guys, I've gone back and started rewatching old ECW pay-per-views. I just recently watched November to Remember 95, and I want to hear your recap on it. Question from that show, Hack. Where the fuck did you learn to dance like that? Thanks, guys. Keep smashing the piece.
That's the dance-off with you, Scorp, and...
The P.
I ain't never done that Cabbage Patch move ever in my
Well, it
life.
sure as hell looks like it.
I ain't never done that, but it was Johnny Grudge's thing, and it's the first thing that came. I wasn't supposed to be in that. Teddy was the one that brought me into that. It was supposed to be just him and Scorp.
Right, right.
Well, you had to get funky with it yourself then.
Yeah,
that's-
so I don't know. I just pulled that shit out of my ass.
Well, you-
I mean, it could always
I mean, you
dance.
got a huge pop for it.
You did get a
I
huge
could always-
pop for it.
Go Sandman. Go Sandman.
It was great.
Well,
They
he
would
wasn't,
ask for it after that, like in other house shows.
Okay, well.
but he was a Chippendale. Obviously, you know Liam from going
Yes.
back and
Yeah,
listening to all the shows. So he's at least got
But
a
I
little
didn't know how
rhythm.
to dance for being a Chippendale. It's just
You just knew
in my
how
body.
to,
It's just in my bones.
in my plums.
Elias from Huntington, Indiana writes in,
Hey, Indiana. How's your college team doing?
pretty damn good.
Dude, yeah, I think they're
Good.
number 2 now.
Number 2 in the nation.
I keep winning with them every week.
Man, it's Hack's riding them till the wheels come off. And even if they do, he's still going to
I
take
will.
them. The Sandman, what's it like being the grandfather of the TLC and Money in the Bank matches? You should be getting royalties for inventing ladder matches.
Yeah, see? This is a very intelligent person, obviously.
Has the Sandman ever worked with La Parka in the indie or ever met him? If so, any stories?
Fuck yeah. I worked him in Mexico City for one night. He was the champion, and I was drunk. And I couldn't. And they called. We were doing a ladder at the end, but they kept calling it. It's called an escalator. They were calling it an escalator, and I couldn't remember that or whatever. But I let him beat the shit out of me during the match.
We got to watch this on the show someday. I've seen this
Oh, he
match
shot me
before.
a couple times good with the belt, like out in the
You guys had
audience.
a hell of a
But
brawl.
my job is to make him look good there. You know what I mean? I'm
In
in
his own
Mexico.
house, yeah, right.
He's the champion. My job's to make him look good.
Yeah, and La Parka's a hell of a brawler, hell of a worker too, man.
I used to love La Parka.
And I was good. And I was boys with all that.
L.A. Park now is what he goes by. So, do you guys watch NXT? If so, did you guys catch Halloween Havoc this past Saturday? If so, what are your thoughts on the La Parka and Mr. Iguana versus Leon Slater and Javon Evans and the Hardys versus Dark State? I didn't have a chance to watch the show. I don't regularly tune into NXT all that much.
Is that the same La Parka?
No.
No.
This
Okay.
is
All right.
this
It's like the new fucking Hayabusa thing, which
Yes.
I fucking hate.
I don't mind it.
I think it's fucking stupid.
I half-assed thought it was original him, but this was like a couple years ago, or maybe like a year or whatever it was ago. But
I'm like, oh my god, he's jacked.
Now, what happened, if I can give Wrestling Nerd explain this to you, is they had AAA and CMLL. There was a dispute over who actually owned the intellectual property of the La Parka name. So AAA just made another La Parka, and then this one is another La Parka after that. So
What's La Parka mean? What's Parka?
I don't know. Do you?
I don't know, but you know, the second La Parka died
Yes,
in the
the
ring.
second La Parka has died.
He
In the ring?
did a suicide dive. He hit the barricade. And he
Oh,
died.
it was a suicide dive.
Literally, he literally hit
I know, but what's a suicide dive?
just through the ropes.
When you run
Over the top. Okay.
No, like yeah, it's like
And
through
he hit the guardrail
hit the guardrail
with his head.
I don't know. I think his throat or something, and died. In the match. That was the second La Parka.
What, my suicide?
Yeah, that joke
shouldn't be
got
laughing
it. No, you
Oh,
shouldn't.
that's so obvious.
Yeah.
I mean, you put a hoop up, I'm jumping through it. I'm
know
just
why
not
I'm
hitting my head on the other side.
That's okay. I'll let it
Just
out.
not hitting my head on the other side. That was pretty
Rest
funny.
in peace, other La Parka. Rest in peace. Please.
Yes.
Rest in peace. It's a tragedy.
Fuck, that sucks.
I'm trying to regroup here too.
That was funny though. Hank.
Because Ollie's laughing and he's throwing me off.
That was funny though.
Gunky, the next time you go to a wrestling event, are you going to remember to plug the Sandman pod?
Oh, wow.
Well, the Hack forgot to plug the Sandman pod for Muscle Man Malcolm. Yes, he was. Muscle Man was like, and so like, where can we find you? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, it's the Sandman podcast. He's like, you should tell him to say it before the.
I said, talk to Gunky or something.
We gotta print up Gunk like one of those old like ECW pay-per-view lanyards and just make it the Sandman podcast lanyard. So he has credentials. So he has credentials.
I don't know
everywhere
how-
he goes.
I could be like, yeah, I need a lantern.
We need to write
I'll
on
be
your
like, what's his name? The guy that died with the lantern.
He said a lanyard.
Oh, I thought he said a lantern. I like the
Bray
lantern. I want a lantern like him. A cane and a lantern?
We're going way off the rails.
We need to get a marker and write on your hand in the palm, the Sandman podcast.
Your name and
I know,
podcast.
I know, it's so weird.
Yeah,
It's
just
like,
say your name.
I know there's something in my head like I don't like. I put myself by standing
You
here.
can't write your name.
It'll be like Anchorman. He'll be like, you can find me at the Your Name podcast.
They'll be 5 minutes later from saying it, and he'll be like, what were we just talking about?
That's a bit.
Muscle Man forgot the podcast name.
It's okay. It's all right. Corey from Arkansas writes in.
All right, Arcus. Yo, who wrote in about him and his Gunky not doing his thing? Where was that from?
That
You
was
didn't say.
Elias from Huntington, Indiana. He
We
had
walked with
questions.
Elias.
Yes, yeah, we walked with him.
I wasn't sure if that was a plan or not.
No. There's no plants in the emails. These
It's
are
so hard
legit.
crying over here.
Corey from Arkansas writes in. What was the best promotion Hack worked for in Japan in terms of how they treated you?
Oh, he don't know.
Did you do know any?
Your name promotion.
Yes. Oh God. You got anything, Hack?
Yeah, I didn't work. It would have been different if I worked for like Noah or All or New, but I was working for Indies pretty much over there, so it was the same as here.
FMW.
Well, yeah, but you're in a bus. You have the only difference is over there you're in a bus. In the United States, you're driving in a car with a couple of guys.
Okay.
You know, that's basically it.
And how about like the locker rooms and everything over there? Like just
They like separate locker rooms.
oh, so
Gajing. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you're just in the locker room with
Well, yeah, you
Pitbulls
ain't
or-
dressing with Onita or any of those guys.
Funny you mention him because he also said in his question, how was it working for Onita? He had to be a trip.
Oh, it was great. The guy acted like he couldn't speak a word of English. He knew everything that I told. I bumped for that dude. We should watch that match. He threw me around the whole freaking building. I had him spit my beer in my face to open the match. Everything. I wanted to put that dude over.
Well, he's a legend. I mean,
That's why I wanted to put him over. That's why I wanted to start the match with him.
And he started doing a little bit of Sandman stuff. He's smoking cigarettes out there too.
Yeah.
So that's your influence.
And then we were going to do the bomb match.
Oh God, we got to talk about that on the show someday. Break through all
I
that.
wanted to do that bomb match bad.
Dude, that would have been just
We cut the promo
that's
about it and
part of the
everything.
WCW thing, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I still wanted. I still had hopes of doing that bomb match.
He didn't want to sign a WCW contract because he thought the Onita thing was still going to happen, and that's
And they
when Todd's
give me
like, "It's not happening, you fucking idiot."
Yeah, Todd's like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Todd's like, the bomb match ain't fucking happening.
Go sign that fucking contract.
Turn this shit around.
So
So I
you're
had to give him an extra tip after that.
You're such a, I wouldn't say a mark, but a fan of the business, and you wanted to do that bomb match so much, you almost passed on your WCW deal.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's
That's a lovely
I know,
game.
but I wanted-
$250,000 contract.
I wanted 250, 350, 4. Dude, they were handing out money like it was fucking cotton candy.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I've seen a
Fuck,
list.
everybody
I've seen a list of some of those contracts during that period, and
It was
I'm
a
like,
joke, dude.
Yeah.
I wanted some of that.
"You got some."
I got
of
250.
and so did I.
I mean, 250, 350, 450 is a hell of a deal.
Yeah, well.
You know, that's almost $1 million
I'd
deal.
say, I'd say the deal you got was a hell of a
Yeah,
deal.
I would agree. Oh, yeah. Brian Mills
It
from
was.
Push
$5 grand
cards
a
every
week.
fucking day.
Calgary
Alberta, Canada.
writes in, "What's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well. The pod continues to get better and better, and it's the highlight of the week for me.
Thanks, man.
Wrestling question for the
Wait to
gang.
hear tonight's show. You might think different.
Seth Rollins hurt himself doing that weird Van Terminator headbutt the other week and had to forfeit the belt. My question to you all
That's
is,
a little crazy too, ain't it?
my question to you guys is, why is a locked-in main event and multi-time world champion doing spots like that this late in his time in WWE? I think this might be the third time he's done something like this and injured himself. Does he really need to be going all out when he's already so over? Interested in everyone's thoughts on this.
I don't know. Maybe he's fucking in a contest with himself. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I ain't done this before. Let me do this. I can understand totally where he's coming from, especially in the twilight of his career.
And to be honest with you, I really don't see that spot as that dangerous. I mean,
He had to have done it on a crash mat.
Yeah,
But the way, I mean, I don't. How do you get it? You can't get away with your elbows and your shoulder taking all of it.
right, you can't.
It's like, well, Snuka doing his splash, they blew out his triceps. Freaking, and they were blown out while he was still doing it every night. You know what I'm saying? Some part of your body has to take that impact. And when you're going for the headbutt, the only thing it's going to be is your elbows hitting the floor and saving your impact.
My thing is, though, is as meticulous as these producers and everybody goes over these matches.
Nobody's telling him what to do. He got to fuck out there and do whatever the hell he wants. I guarantee it.
Yeah, but they okay spots and stuff, and that, like, who signed off on
Somebody
that?
like
that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's that dangerous of a spot.
Yeah.
Like, do you really think it's that dangerous of a spot? I
Because
mean,
of what Hack's saying, you're landing all of it. You got no good landing for it.
I mean,
is
dude,
what I'm
is it
saying.
that much difference than a?
Who knows? Maybe he got the fuck up there and he thought he couldn't make it with his feet.
Oh, and did the headbutt.
You know, shit like that happens too. Guys always do something different on the fly sometimes. Always do something different on the fly sometimes. That's stupid what I said there. You know what I'm saying? No, but yes, guys change on the fly. You know what I mean? You get up there like, oh shit, this is a little farther than I thought.
I'm just saying, is that
I
much
can make it with my head.
Is that much different than taking a super crossroads off the top rope? I mean, or a whatever.
A
You know,
3D.
yeah, like I don't really visualize it that much that much
I guess
more
because
unsafe than.
I guess because the distance you're traveling with it. Not, I don't know.
I guess, yeah. I just personally don't. I don't see it as.
And you probably got to flatten out a little bit more and take it with some of your knees instead of like coming on an angle. Like you got to flatten your body out more as you get closer to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So your knees and your hands or your elbows.
Well, yeah, it's just in a it's in a shitty part of the ring. You know, because it's like on the side of the corner, you know, so like it's hard to take like a straight face, you know.
That cost.
But
Well, yeah.
But that's all right. It's something new and different coming along. I mean, that injuries fucking happened. Dude.
Cost him his title reign and the big program he was on and the big run. I mean, that's.
Well, yeah, but I can't see him giving it to Uso after they just had that other title with him on and off.
You think it's going to Punk?
It has to, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Gunk?
is Punk gonna get fucked again?
I think that I don't know because I'm not liking how they're booking things right now. So
big surprise.
We haven't either. I don't think.
I think that they have to do Punk. I think there's no way that they can't do Punk. I think that if they do Jey Uso, then he's got some dirt on somebody high up on the because he's not even like as over as he was when they first gave it to him. So giving it to him, making him a 2-time world champion, that's insane. There's great guys 10 times better than him who have never held it once. So
Right.
All right, Ollie, what do you think? Ty?
I think it's got. See, I can't say I think it's definitely got to be Punk because, like we've all said, we all hate their booking and their decisions. So I can easily see them putting it on Jay, and then having his brother turn on, like then having him versus brother for the belt go back. You know, I can see them doing something stupid bloodline bullshit like that and screwing Punk over again. But obviously, I feel like all of us think it should be Punk, right?
I mean, I thought it should have been Braun, but he's not in the match. So I mean, that's,
Right.
like.
He's not ready.
Punk's gotta win.
Braun's not ready.
I don't think he is either, Hack, but I think he's somebody you throw into the pool and see if he can swim in the deep end.
What do you think? What are you going to say about Gunk?
you think maybe Braun and Bronson no contest it, and then like force a triple threat, and then it's Braun, Punk, Jay, and then Braun like pin like maybe something like that.
I see that with the other guy coming back.
I can't.
The Irish guy or
I
the
can't
Scottish
see them
guy.
doing Braun and then just throwing Bronson to the wayside.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what makes you just had Bronson, who's the bigger, fatter dude, go over on fucking Roman, and then what? You're gonna put the belt on Braun?
Well, maybe you give him a Cody match and then just have him lose it. And then maybe there could be
I don't know.
And
It's
then
like
maybe there could be tension between Braun and Bronson after Bronson loses the Cody match.
Like
and
it's
then,
just, it's tough.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways they can go about it, but they're certainly in a bit of an issue there. So, football question for the gang.
All right.
Do you guys think the tush push survives the offseason again?
Nope.
I feel like the refs can't properly
Not it.
referee the play, and it's come under even more scrutiny than last year. Personally, I like it, but I do think that if they can't see a clear fumble or calling offsides on it, it might be time to reevaluate. Thanks
How about
again,
just
boys.
put an eye in the sky directly above the freaking play?
They've never had a problem
That's all you need.
officiating it before. It's
know,
never been an
it's
issue
bullshit.
before.
You got all kinds of cameras on fish lines everywhere, dude. Put a camera directly above the center.
Now
Don't
all
you
of
think
a
that's intentional? The NFL doesn't have some of these
Listen, I understand.
cameras?
I understand that that should have been a fumble, probably Jalen.
It definitely was a
but
fumble.
if you think about it, like I don't know how many times I've seen them call forward progress stopped when a dude's going and a dude fumbles and they blow the whistle and stuff like that. Like I think people are just looking for reasons at this point to like get rid of the play. I don't expect it to survive. At some point, somebody's going to flip, and the voting.
If Roger wanted it to fail, if Roger wanted it to fail last year, it would have failed. And that's how much power that
I
dude's
think
got.
after that fumble thing was like the last straw.
Yeah, I
Kinda.
said that.
Yeah,
It
kind
was
of.
like the last straw
kinda
for
felt
it.
like that.
But I don't know what. But if you do a regular quarterback sneak, that same thing can still happen.
It's the same
so
exact
I don't.
thing.
Yeah.
And he's never down because there's the guys laying under him.
Well, they just
Yeah.
say your forward progress
All
has
right,
stopped.
it's-
In that play, it just happened to not be stopped, but they blew the whistle. And
Let the
it
cameras
just,
do the fucking work.
Yeah. Heart Attack Rick writes in.
All right, Rick, here we go.
What's up, Hack Street boys?
Like that.
Since
That's nice, short, and sweet.
Fatboy Slim wants to try and steal
Which
candy from the
Backstreet
kiddies.
Boy would I be? Or, who's the leader? Is that Justin Bieber?
Timberlake.
Yep. Justin Bieber. No,
it's not
that's
Timberlake.
insane.
That's insane.
That's
That's
insane.
insane.
Aaron
Yeah.
Carter.
It's Bieber, Hack. Yep, let's just go with that.
I'm
Yep.
Bieber.
It's Bieber.
Yep. He said, since Fatboy Slim wants to try and steal candy from the kiddies like a Fatosaurus Rex he is on your regular recording day, this isn't going to include any good jokes since I didn't have time to watch the ECW episode.
Loser.
But it probably is just RVD versus Jerry Lynn for some title.
That's funny.
Or Mikey getting his ass kicked like usual. So he was right about that part.
You're pretty
Well,
close.
anybody
Rick.
could have
he
called
went,
that.
Yeah, he went to cage match before.
Yeah, he did,
Rick
yeah.
the fucking, yeah, all right. You're not fooling me, Rick.
My question this week is, who's the fucking loser without a shirt everyone's roaring for? I don't get that. Does anybody get that? Oh, it's Hack.
I'm sorry, my brain was on the baseball game.
We're talking about you, Hack.
What did he say?
You're the loser.
He said,
without a
"Who's the
shirt
fucking loser without a shirt?" Everyone's cheering
roaring
for.
for. He's talking
What do you
about
mean
your
I didn't have
return.
a shirt?
Because you didn't wear a
return.
shirt to the ring. And in return, we just
Because I was
watched.
jacked.
We're doing a podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your name.
As always, send in listener questions to sandmanpod@gmail.com. Next week on the show, November to Remember 1999. But before we go, Hack, the cane of the week.
I
or the
got a
toast of the
toast
week?
of the week for this guy that Dreamer was with this weekend. He's 78 years old, and he was in a tag match with him. Can't remember his name, though.
Okay, 78-year-old. Is this the one he worked with Joey
Yeah, he was a
Janela?
blonde guy. Yeah, it was Ricky was his partner.
Was he working Joey Janela and Megan Bain? Was that match?
No, I don't think
No,
so.
it wasn't
Oh, it was
that.
the
It was
other
other
one, okay.
people, but yeah, I want to put that guy over.
All right, toast of the week goes out to the
He was born in
78-year-old guy.
1947. He started
Wow.
wrestling in 77.
Jesus Christ, that's fucking
The
awesome.
guy looked great. He was jacked.
I also have a toast of the week. Let's give a toast to our boy Roman. We were down there
Roman.
Friday
Yeah.
night.
Kicking it.
Shout out, Romaine.
Public Access Philadelphia. He was DJing Hack. He was doing a damn good job, Roman.
He was at a Gremlin house with Hack too.
Oh, Roman was
Yeah.
there. Roman was there on Saturday. Nice.
Yeah,
he
I
was-
had to give Gunk shit for showing up 4 hours late.
Jeez.
Supposedly his phone alarm doesn't work.
So that's the cane of the week. Gunk gets the cane of the
Oh
week.
yeah, loser. Late of the week.
Heel Gunk.
Peace.
Ain't it foggy outside?